So there's no single answer to how we create the identity. It's a very specific field that we're using in TCP/IP. That's how we've done it. And remember, I talked earlier that you can't break TCP because it's the foundation for how the internet works. But nobody said you couldn't touch it. So we actually hijack a field that's in the TCP/IP protocol that in a standard implementation is a random number. It's a sequence number. And the number in the TCP/IP protocol is not important. What's important is when you get a response back, that number's been incremented by 1. So what we've done is we hijack that field. So I put another number in
Isn't it the first header of the IP? Isn't that where?
It's in the SYN packet.
Yeah.
Right. So that first packet that comes requesting a session. So if I replace that random number with another random number, and that new random number actually has a whole lot of meaning to me, it's actually your identity. The question is, how do we generate the identity? It's actually a hash of something that is unique to you, and I'm being a little bit imprecise here because that is the way it works. In other words, it almost doesn't matter what we use that is unique to you. It could be your Active Directory ID. High likelihood that's what it will be, because what we don't want to do is create another provisioning system for new identities in an enterprise. Basically, we can use whatever your enterprise uses for identity today, your Active Directory identity. It literally could be a JPEG file. It could be a picture of you, because that's going to be a unique file that would never be duplicated ever in the world again if it's your photo. And we use that to basically create a cryptographic key, which is the identity token that I've been referring to. So it's cryptographically secure. It's a hash value of a number of different inputs, so it'll end up being unique. And that's pretty much how we'll generate it. So it definitely is sound from a type 1 cryptology perspective in terms of being a secure token.
I got it. Okay, and I think the second part really is asking, is there any auditing capabilities?
Like any system that you put into your network, clearly you have to have a management platform for it. We log all events, so we know, and that's something that you can get out of this technology is, well, what traffic have you rejected? Where did it come from? So we'll track everything that we do, and fundamentally we'll do one of 3 things. We'll recognize the identity and let it pass. We won't recognize an identity and we'll either terminate it, not respond, cloaked basically, or it's a policy engine, which means maybe I don't just not respond. Maybe what I do is I redirect you to a honeypot. And maybe I start surveilling you back because I can do that.